brother cried, that was the first night his mother died. They said that money would change me, but I ain't changing. I know the streets, but they hate me. For my brothers never changing. Watch all your partners ain't friends, they be friends, I'll be snaking. Thought I was tripping when I had forgave him. Yeah, I was crazy. I will never speak up on a beat unless you pay me. Remember when all you was faking? Now you fans, I've been counting bands.
You being in radio,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sure you hear a lot of entertainment news and everything going on. So the latest kind of bombshell to drop is something that I think a lot of people in Atlanta already had an idea that was going on. But T.I and Tiny are wrapped up in this crazy sexual harassment, sexual assault, orgy craziness. So what? Like, just first of all, let's just go into that.
Right.
Like, why? And like, how?
But that's not brand new. Like, Tiana Taylor talks about it with her little boo.
Right.
You know, they bring people in. I don't think that in Atlanta, especially, that it's foreign to bring people into your relationship. So,
right, Tiana made a song about it.
Yeah.
I mean, why is that so prevalent in Hollywood?
Why is it so? I don't think it's. I think part of the reason why it's prevalent is because it's so many people that's trying to get next to you. No matter who you are, male or female, you know what I'm saying? If you're a female, there's plenty of women who want to get next to you. There's plenty of men who want to get next to you, and vice versa for men. You know, there's plenty of women. There's plenty of women that's trying to get next to you. So it's like, okay, some people are already thinking to themselves, I'm in a relationship with this person. He's a megastar.
Right.
I know women are throwing themselves at him. Now, at the end of the day, they may not be better women than me, but from a physical standpoint, he may want to experience that. So why not me be open to, you know what I'm saying, experiencing that with him, you know? And some women already like that too, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of guys who have girlfriends who go get the girl for them, you know, and
I just don't understand. Like, why get married?
What you mean?
Why get married? Like, if you want to have these extracurricular activities anyway.
but what if you guys are both into it?
Yeah.
So it's not, now it's not a
Why not
problem.
just be a forever fiance? Like, just
You can, don't
get
mean we
the ring.
can't have a little person in though.
And then if you talk about marriage, like, let's just be 1 million, man. Marriage is till death do us part.
All right.
Okay, so you got to do with the same person for X amount of years,
Right.
and on your good days and on your bad days.
Right.
It's hard to go into something like that and thinking that they won't do nothing. I'm sorry. Because, like, let's just be 1 million, man. Like, oh, you going to be with only me
Right.
sexually for the
I
rest?
think that that's possible.
I think it is possible, but at the end of the day, like, I think some people are just are always so shocked to hear that somebody will cheat. It's like, bro, what do you expect them to do? Because married people cheat. Married
Not
people
cheat.
cheat.
I'm expecting.
Right, I'm expecting you not to do it.
Because if we go in front of people, I think about it like this. Like, if I'm having this big ceremony, right? This is the show.
Yeah.
The ceremony is the show. The ceremony is to show everybody, this is how great we got it. Look at us. Wow, we're just the perfect relationship. Nothing could go wrong here. And then, you know, when you do cheat, like, obviously that sucks, and like you have to weigh, is it worth staying with that person and everything like that. But what we talking about here, right, is like y'all going in together, recruiting women. Like, how is this different from what Jeffrey Epstein was doing?
How is it? Okay, but
Well,
Jeffrey Epstein was fucking little girls.
Yeah,
number
they
one.
were young.
Yeah, younger
And
girls.
then paying them
Yeah.
to go actually recruit more.
Right.
Versus, this one to me is odd. This is why T.I and Tiny is odd to me. It's because the girls were drugged, which I think drugs and entertainment, music, kind of runs hand in hand. Most of the time you have some sort of drug.
Right.
All right? They're saying they're being drugged, and then they're persuaded into doing whatever, and then afterwards are made to sign a contract or just
NDA won't walk in.
Right. Or just scared to even like come out and say something because it's T.I.
Right.
Right? So a lot of people are saying, well, if you took the drugs, you already knew it was going to happen.
Do you? Do you know? Because I feel like, what? In the drugs, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
So you could think of a million situations and still not think that, okay, I'm coming in for T.I.
Right.
and now I'm waking up in a room with, I don't know, Burna Boy. Okay, what's happening here? Wasn't supposed to be here. Supposed to be with T.I and Tiny this entire time. So I'm like, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, being that I have been around a lot of people, and I've met a lot of people, and I've even had conversations with two women who was around them during these times. You know what I'm saying? It was there for these functions. I was told from them, they weren't talking to me at the same time, both told me the same thing. They were given the option to be around for that. Like, it was made known, yo, this is what we own, this is what we doing. If you down for this, cool. If you're not, you just gotta leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
they were open about being open.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you feel like that is a valid disclaimer though if somebody's open about it? Because some of those girls are saying it was forced.
I mean, see, like, all due respect to anybody who's going through that.
Right.
You know, so all due respect. I think if somebody's telling you, yo, this is what we own.
Right.
You may just want to be around me because I'm a star and we all stars or whatever like that. Cool, but we just told you what we own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking advantage of you. I'm telling you this is what we own.
And giving you an option.
Yeah, I'm giving you the option.
Do you want to be what we own? Or do you want to be what you want?
Yeah, exactly. But I also think one of the problems is, well, I don't know if this is a problem, but I think one of the things is, like, rape culture has changed now. The perception of rape culture has changed in the past 5 years alone. You know, and I think a lot of people are sitting back like, oh, dang, you know what? This is rape to me now. You know, and again, all due respect to anybody around, but at the end of the day, I'm looking at this lady who, her name is what, Sabrina, whatever. Yeah, her. Honestly, you're saying all of this, but you sued this man for defamation. You didn't try to press no charges. Like one thing I firmly believe is, if you believe that you've been raped or sexually assaulted, okay, I can see you suing, but also press those charges.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if you're a victim, he can make somebody else a victim. They can make somebody else a victim. So do you really feel like you were violated, or do you just feel like I can get this money? And I think with Sabrina, she was really trying to get attention. That's just me. I think she was trying to get attention.
I think she's trying to get attention, but do we think that the accusations are wrong? Because you could know things about your ex-friend and decide to expose them.
Well, some of the context is Sabrina has been making her own social justice waves, okay? The whole reason why she even did any of this was because she was trying to attack Keisha Lance Bottoms, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, because Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, in an attempt to kind of rally the city, chose who she thought would influence us the most. And who did she choose? 2 men. Okay, she did not reach out to any women, such as Sabrina Peterson, and she chose a man who is not necessarily for everybody. He's for a certain amount of people. Specifically, she was upset because he has done things in and against women, such as herself, like hold a gun to her head. So that's what she was upset
Allegedly.
about. Allegedly. That's what she's upset. So she kind of called them both out, right? And then Tiny stepped in and she was like, girl, shut up. You already got paid for that. And then she was like, okay, but I have some other things that I want to bring up too, because there's other women that are coming forward and saying this is what's happened to me. So that's just some context about why Sabrina even threw her hat in the ring and why it's even as big as it is now. So to me, I feel like maybe
T.I and Tiny gonna recover from this?
Honestly, I think they can if you just don't say nothing.
You already
said
something.
No, I know, but you know what? But you know what? That one statement that he came out and made, I think that was the best statement that he could make, being that it wasn't coached. You know what I'm saying? It was just him on his live.
It was coached. I mean, I'm pretty sure he reached out to some people.
Live.
But he reached out to some people on like things to say. Because in particular, what he said, I ain't never pretty much forced anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
What's the song? He has a whole song that I can't remember who the song is with, but he literally says like, oh yeah, I gave her some X, that's the best sex she ever had.
Okay, but
I mean,
let me
it's a
say
trail
this.
of tears here.
Let me say this. There was a time where ecstasy and Molly was legit the wave, especially in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
And Molly being in powder form, a lot of people, like, you just had to be there to see it.
Right.
But a lot of people was really just, you know what I'm saying, or putting it in their drinks or whatever. Like, it was there and it was really being consumed. Now, I'm not making no excuses for nobody, but at the end of the day, I feel like if you're given this option, you're taking these drugs, like, what are you really saying right now?
Well, that's
you know
where the
what I'm saying?
phrase with
If
Hennessy,
you're given the option.
anything can happen comes from.
Yeah,
Because anything can happen for real when you're on it.
Okay, so back to Bonnie's question. Do we think that these two will recover? Because now it's already out and they're digging deeper to see if these claims are true.
I feel like if these claims are not true, well, I'll put it to you this way. I feel like if there's no criminal charges pressed against them, it's not going to go anywhere. And I think that they could recover because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who are riding with T.I and Tiny. Like, you know what? No, y'all, like,
well,
y'all
nobody
lying.
really cares probably too. They're probably like, I mean,
that. But also, there's a lot of people who just believe, like, you know what? This is just a money grab, like, you know, because like that really does happen. That happens a lot, a lot. But now with the power of social media, people are not trying to do it undercover no more. You know what I'm saying? Now they're really just coming straight out, like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and post this right now, so I go ahead and get my check. But the thing is, you get convicted in the court of public opinion before you get convicted in the court of law.
That's why I think it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how do you find jurors that are going to be able to be unbiased? And like, you can't. You're going to be too busy on social media seeing.
And that's why I'm sure the jury selection process now is so much more intense.
Have you ever gotten called?
No, I've never gotten called.
Me neither.
I don't necessarily want to get called.
I do. Because I do. I want to be like The Office and be like Toby. I don't know if you guys ever seen. Yes. Toby had the best story after the Scream Strangler. Okay. Yeah. I want to be Toby.
Oh. Not you wanted to be Toby.
Not in The Office, but like in that sense.
But I think it kind of goes back to what you said about like sex and entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is this a recurring theme? Like, why is it that? Is it because y'all bored? Because once you get to a certain level of money, it's like, well, like Drake said, what's next? Like, what do I do next? Right.
Yeah, but it's like also like in entertainment, if you're considered to be a star or whatever, and people really fantasize over you or whatever like that, it's like, you know what? I could fulfill whatever sexual fantasies I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I want to have a threesome too. I've never had a threesome before. I want to have a threesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs.
Because now we got questions. So.
Pouring spirits in the phone. Remember them days, had to call up the fam on collect. I'm next. I won't forgive you with my payable debts. That's just how I'm finna step. Signing check, feeling blessed. VVS around my neck. These chains clanging when I step. Daddy, your homie, keep talking and you finna be next. I'm on your